Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. So happy you're here. So today I really want to talk about Parisian style. I hope you don't mind. I have a cup of tea with me because I have a cold that I'm trying to fight. So I ask that you be patient with me. If you follow me on TikTok, you know that I talk already a lot about what Parisian style is. And I really wanted to go have an opportunity to really get into it a bit more because I think that this is one of the biggest misunderstandings that exist in the fashion world. So let's get started with this. What is French style? What is Parisian style? What is that? If I had to define a Parisian style in one simple sentence, it would be wear what you want to wear when you want to wear it. But there are just a few fashion rules you stick to. That's it. So first and foremost, French women do not follow trends. The styles in Paris that are exist today are literally the exact same styles that of when I moved here as to when I used to visit, etc., right? Literally the fashion is not really changing that much. There aren't really huge differences in it. Whereas when it comes to, I would say, the US, New York, LA, the big fashion cities, right? The trends are a really big deal. And so you will wear one set of shoes one season and then those shoes are no longer trending and then you don't, wear them again. So that's just not what it is here. That's not at all. So that's number one. So when it comes to the rules though, what are these kind of rules that, you see Parisian women adhering to? Well, one of them is on color, right? So when it comes to color, French women wear color. It's just that they don't go crazy with color like you're going to see a lot in the US. So for example, when it comes to color, you wear no more than 3 colors per outfit, okay? And that includes black, gray, white, brown, neutral, all those are colors, right? So you don't wear more than 3 colors per outfit. And that's just kind of what it is. Second thing is when it comes to shoes. You don't see women here teeter-tottering in stilettos. This is cobblestone, y'all. It is so hard. You cannot walk around in stilettos. Now, you'll see women wearing really tall wedge platforms. Absolutely. Those you can navigate cobblestone in. But are you going to really see them, wearing stilettos? No. You'll see women in kitten heels. That's another thing you'll see. But stilettos, not so much. Another thing to know when it comes to high heels, when you see women in high heels, is they have been wearing those babies all day. So it's not like if you live in, for example, the US, generally, if you live in New York, East Coast, a commuter city, you tend to walk, right? You walk to the subway and then you walk to work and then, you put on your high heels at work, right? But you walk in your sneakers or some other comfortable shoes, commuter shoes, right? They do not do that here. There are no commuter shoes. There is no changing your shoes on the bus. Literally you don't see that. Here, women wear the same pair of shoes all day. So if they have on heels, they're wearing those heels all day. They're wearing those heels on the bikes. They are wearing those heels. That's just what you do. I personally don't understand that. I am a big believer in the commuter shoes because otherwise you just tear up your feet. So why do that? So I still have my commuter shoes. I still swap shoes on the bus and people look at me like I'm some sort of weird freak and I don't care. The third rule that I would say exists on Parisian fashion has to do with the investment in quality pieces. Women here invest in high quality pieces. So they will have fewer items clothing, but those items will be of higher quality. And here that's really possible. It's really possible to do because of vintage stores, vintage shopping. There are lots of sample sales, even luxury and designer sample sales, so that that's easier to access. So you're going to really see people wearing higher quality clothing. And as part of that investment in higher quality clothing, women will invest in a really nice bag. You will see women, young girls, they will save for a really nice bag and they will wait and they will wait and then they will buy a really nice bag. this is kind of the concept here, is that even if your clothes aren't expensive, whatever else, if you have a nice bag, then your outfit is finished. Your outfit is complete. And so here, it's a really big deal to have a nice, high quality bag. And it doesn't have to be like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, right? It can be, Celine, Chloe, APC, all of these brands that kind of make these nice quality bags, these well-known French brands. You will see young girls, young women, older women carrying these bags. And that's generally what is considered like expected. Like that's kind of part of this investing in a high quality piece, is investing in a high quality bag. Another thing I would say is really particular to Parisian style, is just really the concept of less is more. Okay, so in the US, I was already talking about color and how we will wear like 10 colors and 5 patterns and one outfit and everything's layered and crazy, and that's fun. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that if that is what you like to do. However, here, you're not really going to see that. It's really more about less is more. So if you have a really cute chic pair of pants, let's say that those are a really cool pattern, well, you then tone it, you have a more toned down top, and you have a more toned down coat or jacket or whatever else, right? Those cool fun pants are what stand out in your outfit. In the reverse, if you have, a really fun dress, like the pretty dress is what stands, like, and then the shoes are simple and everything else is just very understated. It really is more of a concept of less is more. And you see that transcend, really across kind of the whole kind of Parisian fashion spectrum, is really just this concept of less is more. And keeping along with that, Parisians, as I was saying, they kind of have fewer clothing and, invest in higher quality pieces. So here, because of that, you see a lot of people re-wearing the same piece multiple days in a row. Here it is not considered weird or anything like that to literally wear the same dress 2 days in a row, to wear the same top 2 days in a row. You will see people doing that. It's considered perfectly normal. It's considered perfectly acceptable, right? Like it's just people have fewer, have less. And so because they have less, because less is more, because they, have fewer, nicer quality pieces, then they will wear the exact same dress 2 days in a row, or skirt or whatnot. And I have seen that, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with it, but if you think about it from an American perspective, it's like, oh my gosh, how dare you wear the same 2 pieces 2 days in a row? But if you think about it, that also leads to our owning lots and lots of pieces and lots of clothes, and sometimes clothes that we don't even wear, right? So that's kind of one of the things to just really keep in mind about Parisian fashion. Okay, so a couple other things I will say about Parisian style and quote-unquote rules of Parisian style. So I will say that tailoring, like your clothes fitting you, is a big kind of rule of Parisian style. So unless you're doing oversized, your clothes should fit you, and they should fit you well. And the thing here is, what I've noticed is that in the US, when I would go and I'd have something tailored, because I'm already short, they would always say, oh, well, the price is going to be this much because we have to cut off this much fabric, right? Like, you're short. Like, the more fabric they have to cut off, the more expensive it becomes, which, if you think about it, is totally crazy. It doesn't make any sense. You have to cut no matter what, so why does it matter how much you have to cut? Whatever. Here, that rule doesn't exist. And, to get something tailored in the US, it would cost me, $40 to have some pants hemmed. Here, it's max 20 euros, sometimes 10, depending upon where I go. And they do a good job at it, and it's high quality work. And so now I really always go and I get my clothes tailored because it doesn't cost me a fortune. And the tailor, she's going to hem my pants. She'll hem that skirt if I need it, but she'll also take it in at the waist if I need it and adjust it, however, add an extra button if I need it. And all of it, like all of those adjustments will cost me 20 or 30 euros. So things that it would cost, $20 or $30 for each, adding a button, that's $20. like cutting it is $40, right? To hem it, taking it at the side is another $30. So by the time you're done, you spend $100 in tailoring on one pair of pants. But here that doesn't happen. It's 20 euros for everything, or 30 euros for everything that they're going to do. So it's really, really accessible, I would say, to have your clothes tailored. And so here it's a really big thing. You get your clothes tailored, you get them to fit, like you get them adjusted to fit your body. That's unless you're doing oversized, right? I have to say this. I think the French women, particularly Parisian women, do a really great job at pulling off this oversized, layered look and making it still look very, very nicely on them. They do that. They do a really, really great job at that. And so I really love to look at it. It's one of my fashion things to look at. And I've been embracing it a bit more. I always was very hesitant to do oversized because I am so petite, but I am finally starting to do it. And I'm also really loving it myself. It's a very fun look. It's a lot of fun. So I think French women do this kind of layered, oversized look really, really well and really chicly. And that's really the only situation when you're going to find someone who doesn't have clothes that are like really tailored to fit them is if they're doing like an intentionally oversized look. And finally, one of the big, big things about Parisian style that you just have to know is the sneakers. Particularly the dirty white sneakers. Here people love dirty white sneakers. It really surprised me because I remember as a little girl, my mom like polishing the white sneakers to make them white again. Here, no, you have the dirty white sneaker. That is the thing. And so it's something that I found really surprising and really interesting when I moved here, was to see all of these women wearing these dirty white sneakers. But sneakers are a really big thing here. I don't know why it is, but like one of the ways you can always spot the American in Paris is she has on heels. And you're just sitting there like, how many days have you been walking around those heels? So sneakers are the thing here. They are the thing. And where the sneakers go with them. I mean, if you have come from me on TikTok, you've seen my videos about like what type of sneakers are most prevalent here. If not, go look at those videos. But yeah, sneakers here, French women love their sneakers and you should always wear them. All right, there you have it. I hope you have enjoyed this video and getting to know a little bit more about what Parisian style actually is. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and feel free also to follow me on any of my social media channels. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.